a job. Let's see, business section.
Okay, well.
Ooh, what do we got here?
It is the afternoon, and we are playing Beetlejuice Pinball again on the live stream. Got some new beta code sent over. Looking forward to finding our way through some modes. So let's do that. Starting in a couple minutes.
Well, I better find a job. Let's see, business section.
What's up, Rockhound? Welcome to the show.
What do we got here? The main ones, huh? Cute couple. Look nice and stupid, too. Well, I better find a job. Let's see, business section. Ooh la, what do we got here? The main ones, huh? Cute couple. Look nice and stupid, too.
All right. We're getting underway. You know, it's that time of day again. Everybody in here. Gonna play some pinball. I'm on an updated code too. I'm gonna just kind of. Oh, that was a thing. So I didn't see. I didn't see a README on this code update, but it's in the beta list. But I'm just blowing through this warm-up game as the viewers join us today.
Don't say I didn't want.
That's a fun backhand I'm getting used to, but
don't worry, I locked the door.
Press the action
so. Oh, this is a cool mode. So, yeah, everything's sort of troubleshooted. Troubleshot. You gotta hold the action button during this one, so.
Having trouble with a limit? You gotta have your whole play by limit. You wanna get rid of that pesky limit once and for all. Wow, come on now, see me, folks. You're gonna be out there. Yes, sir.
I haven't been in that mode yet, but you have to hold the action button down the whole time. But yeah, so Behemoth asked, did I get everything troubleshooted? So, starting last night.
Hey, Mr. Streamer, check your phone when you have a moment.
Okay. I will. Please hold. I might have had it turned down. All right. But to answer your question, Behemoth, yeah, it is corrected, I think. So I was having an issue late in the stream yesterday where I had kind of like a bit of a jitter on my right flipper. So I adjusted the end of stroke switch. I also reported in detail what was going on to Spooky. And so Spooky was able to, they provided some things to try and told me about. And then they also, they said, you know, if it is what I think it is, we will, we think it might be in the next code update that's supposed to be released on Saturday. Anyway, so they told me where to find it in the beta code. We'll see if that is the issue. I think it is. It maybe is, because I have, you know, knowledge of an issue that was similar with another manufacturer that may be Flipper related, but we'll see. We'll see what's in the update. But I'm just thinking, let me just. Anyways, it's the afternoon, and this is the Grownup Adjacent live stream, and we are playing some pinball. I was working on this game late into the night. I caused myself some problems on it. Bit off more than I can chew with some stuff, and then nitpicked it my own work and stuff. But anyways, the machine is functioning today, looking good, feeling good, and had some. So I got that first score that says Lydia is mine, not the GC, but I didn't enter my name fast enough. So anyways, had a good time this morning on the live stream, and then the power went out abruptly. And I was like, oh shit, I hope the game didn't do that. But my power went out. And it was funny because we talked about the last couple of days. They're like, well, Friday, take the day off work and, you know, play pinball all day. Like, I sort of, you know, considered doing that, but my power was out. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to work. I'm going to be productive. And yeah, anyways, so I'm going to try to get through some modes today. Supposedly this beta update may have some new stuff. We shall find. But yeah, there'll be surprises because I didn't do all the looking of it up and stuff. But we're doing it live. That's for sure. That is right. We are. Some of the most fun I had this morning was getting more control in that back playfield area with the back flipper, actually trapping up on that flipper and aiming it and hitting those now serving shots. Also, when possible, ripping it into this Lost Soul. I don't know. Actually, no. This, I'm not sure what ramp this is called here. Anyways, that ramp. And getting it back onto the couch. That was pretty cool and rewarding and fun and all the things. So anyway, adjust my belt. Adjust my belt. I'm just gonna double check my audio before we start here. Everything looks pretty good. All right, everything looks good. I think when John noticed there was audio doing silly stuff, I had it muted, but we'll start a game and get right into it today.
Welcome to the other side.
Okay.
How you doing, Ernie?
What do we got here?
What do we got here tonight, kids?
Those. I haven't been hitting that captive ball much. Oh, side drain. I could have hit the Magna save.
601
Yeah, the right orbit is fast. I like it. I like long orbits, I've decided, in any game. I enjoy a long orbit.
That's gotta hurt.
What's a fast round boy? We're gonna have some real good about myself. You know what I mean?
I wonder if you can kind of pick off those now serving buttons while you're up there.
Bust through those targets. We've got a worm to tackle. Shoot the targets to start a set.
Oh, it didn't save it.
You spent 125.
What's up? Yeah.
Only 3 Class 1 D90 intercessions with Juno. You probably haven't even read through the manual.
This is a purple machine.
Careful.
You see, if you tell me what...
I missed it. This is the mode where the flippers are actually supposed to do goofy stuff. Which I actually do believe you could control because it does go to the music. But, there we go, right in the mouth. Oh, I was expecting it to go. All 3, no ball save. What's up, Boots, as well? Welcome in, Boots. All right, 3rd place. Good enough of a starting game. I was talking to my brother today at lunch about Beetlejuice, and he is all about Insider Connected, which I am also, but I told him, I'm like, yeah, this machine, it does its updates through Wi-Fi, it has connectivity, has a mini PC in the back, but it doesn't do, you know, leaderboard or some other things that obviously Insider Connected does. It's nice. There's also music playing. There are quite a few little changes since this last beta update.
I don't want to do business with you deadbeats. Anyway.
Yes, power is restored, Doc Imagineer, and I'm glad I didn't stay home sick today because it was dark all day in my house. There was like no explanation either. We could see there's like an outage map that showed where our power was out all day, but anyways. Yeah, the dancing sandworm is cool. It is cool. One thing I like is the there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 if you count the worm. There's like 10 or 12 like custom sculpted toys or sculpts. That I think is nice. They went overboard on it, and it's good. It shows, you know, they're stuffing the value in it. When you are underneath the play field, it definitely looks busy. It looks busy. But it's nice to see different areas of the playfield that have so many different, you know, either shots to them or abilities once you're there. I like how either pop bumpers or magnets, like in Pokemon, give an element of randomness. I like that in that upper section. So, what's up? Thank you for the new follow. Or, yeah, thank you for the new follow, my friend. I appreciate it. On the Twitch. So yeah, if you are new to the channel, my name is Aaron. This is Grownup Adjacent, and we are playing Beetlejuice today, and probably for, you know, on the stream, on and off for the next while. It will stay in this room for quite some time, until I don't know if I'll sell it. I really hope my daughter likes it. She hasn't come down and played it yet. She has a injury from her sports, but anyways, this weekend she's going to help me install the spooky full-size Beetlejuice topper. So she'll be behind the camera when I get that done. But so I also like to give praise where praise is due. Spooky had like almost better than real-time support when I reported I was having an issue with my flipper. Really precise, really good questions. They said, phone us when you're in front of the machine, phone anytime. So I messaged them last night at about midnight my time, and I said, I'm hoping to live stream in the morning. Anyways, 7 a.m. my time. I had a list of things to try. So that's pretty good. That's like almost like real-time response. I get that same excellent service from sternpinball, and I always say, you know, that's what makes or breaks a customer experience. I've had other machines come through this basement that have had varying levels of customer support, some due to where they are in the world, sometimes due to just their system being disorganized in processing the tickets, the support tickets. So anyways, shout out to Spooky's team. I don't know who I was dealing with, but whomever, their support system is what's getting the praise. And they told me about a beta update that's going public tomorrow, so I got into the beta settings. Also, updating a Spooky pinball machine is quite easy. You just go in, add your Wi-Fi, go in, it goes online and checks the what's available, and the updates, at least for me, have just taken a couple minutes. So this update supposedly has a couple modes in it. Retro Ralph was talking about this code update, I believe yesterday or today. So I forget the context of that. Doc Imagineer says this game makes me appreciate Stern more. I forget those specific words coming out of my mouth. One thing I did say specifically was the thing now I remember the context. The context wasn't about the machine. It was about the release tempo of new games from Stern. Yeah. Because I don't want to go. Maybe we'll talk more about the FOMO world later in the stream. But I don't think it was product quality. This one's pretty cool, but anyways. But yeah, I was also saying actually this morning that I did feel kind of bad even putting this machine on stream because it is a little bit of unobtainium. But I do know a lot of people who are getting one, and some people that are on the fence of whether or not they should hunt one down and pay, a bit above retail. So for those people, and everyone else, if you're a pinhead and you want to watch this Friday afternoon while you relax and maybe, partake or, lay down and doom scroll or watch some live pinball, here we are. We're going to play. We're going to play a little bit of this stuff. But, so Pin Maiden says, okay, and also to digress a little bit, I want to say I always appreciate hot takes on the channel. So Pin Maiden states, so glad I sold my spot because the actual layout is lacking. Okay, you need to elaborate on that. So tell me, Pin Maiden, which part do you think is lacking? Is it lacking in mechs, in difficulty? I'd love to hear about that. I can try to understand that perspective. I'll, also say it does a few things that I really like that I haven't received in some games recently. I'm a huge fan of long ball return paths, like long habit trails or long wire forms. So for that, I really like that, how you can send it all the way around and the ball comes all the way around to there, it goes up and all the way back, or to get it in under and up and all the way to the couch. Like ball path wise, I like. I wish the spinner was louder, because ripping the spinner in any game is fun, and this one's sitting there right, it's prime for the taking. So I wish that spinner was a bit louder. I do find I hit the camera a ton, and I hit the sandworm a ton. I'm not hearing any sounds when you hit the sandworm. That'd probably be an opportunity to code some cool sounds in and turn up the volume on the spinner. I really like this in Dante's Inferno shot, how it goes in and like does a bit of like a lottery thing and then also comfortably feeds the ball back here. I like that. I like how you can hit the scoop very approachably, which is code word for easily from the left flipper. I got to start hitting that captive ball more because it does some stuff. And I also like how when Beetlejuice rises up, the ball comes from his midsection. I think it's hilarious. The sandworm, you can get the ball in the mouth. It dances around. It definitely is, it's somewhat Wrath the Relentless adjacent. I don't know about flinging the ball down into the basement thing there. It's kind of cool. I do like how the entire basement path to return the ball to this up kicker here, it's all powder coated. So even when the playfield's up, you're like, oh, that's some quality. I'm alone in this, but I love open scoops like this. Someone said they don't love them. It's a free country. I do like these big open scoops. I like older games that have it, so it's a little bit of a throwback. Yeah, but okay, Pin Maiden, I'm gonna read this out. Pin Maiden says, it feels gimmicky with stump dumped on the playfield. If a layout can't flow and entertain without covering it with stuff, I'm not interested. And that is your take. Yeah, I mean, so what Pin Maiden is stating, there's definitely no real estate left open. Okay, when I look over my shoulder and I look at one of the more open playfields from the last couple of years would obviously be Jaws. Jaws has, further back in the distance, the shark comes up. This, when you look at it, is has some almost similar open width to Jaws, but not as much. This interrupts it a bit, but I wish you could see where the ball's going when you hit it into Dante's Inferno. But yeah, we shall see if that. I do like how the pop bumper nest is kind of hidden, but just like Evil Dead, though, Evil Dead did all of this much stuff, but on a wide body. So maybe it Pin Maiden might have felt a little bit less full. But the only other thing too, I kind of noticed is it's probably because there's a lot of stuff back there, but the back third of, I don't know why I'm not using the camera when I've got a camera here, but let's see what we're talking about. But like this back section here, there's quite a bit of real estate there that's, just sitting there. But I really like this playfield section. It feels like it's an upper playfield without the impossibility to get to it. And maybe just at my skill level, I kind of don't like a hard to get to playfield, but yeah, but you know, I'm in the shiny new pinball honeymoon phase, and one thing I do try to do also is I really like to hear what the public thinks, what the viewers truly think. Where are you guys having trouble? I have yet to have an out lane that has been frustrating. I've lost a few balls in this left out lane. I think it's very generous how much magnet save it gives you. I haven't figured out why or how this little ball drain diverter works yet. So, but as you guys know, I'm a put it live and figure it out later kind of guy. So I actually learn more from people in the chat than I do from the manuals. I think the sandworm is very cool. I haven't decided if it I haven't utilized it enough yet. Results are, my opinion's not in yet on that. I really like the Beetlejuice that comes up and down. It seems like once in a while he like has dropped the ball or left it down there. Maybe that's fixed in this update. I'm not sure. But yeah, as far as rainbowness, Spooky does their brand. It is definitely very bright. Their light show integration is, you know, and theme integration. It does all those things. I have not installed the their like premium topper with the guy's face that enables the spooky speak. I have not done that yet. So I will. I mean, it came with a topper. Did that one have it? I pulled it off because I'm making room for the other one, but I'm still down at this camera view, aren't I? You thought you had a water spot on? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, it's probably a reflection, but anyways, I'm gonna hop back into another game, but yes, and also Ashcore, this is Beetlejuice. We're playing Beetlejuice today. Playing some Beetlejuice. And the thing is too, like Pin Maiden, I do totally respect respect your take on it too. And it's funny because it's hard not to do that. Let's say you looked at the opportunity, because life is, you know, if we're pretending like we're talking to my 12-year, or I'm talking to my 12-year-old, life is opportunity. So it is an opportunity to take that one time that you got in on that purchase spot and you sold it. You probably could have gotten 2 other pinball machines for that net price. So and after I played Beetlejuice at TPF, I just had like maybe 5 or 8 games total, maybe if that. I was like a little bit nervous because I didn't hear the game. I didn't get very far. And I was a little bit nervous because I thought, you know what? Man, did I make a mistake? I committed a whole bunch of money. I had paid in full. It hadn't arrived yet. I was kind of nervous, but anyways, we're talking Beetlejuice as well. But a couple things we talked about yesterday too, but this is just going to be a bit of a broken record. A couple things I do like. I mean, we're in attract mode, so everything's flashing like RGB Skittle vomit, but that is what a attract mode does. I like how the mode start says mode start, sandworm multi-ball, Juno shot. Like it's clear, bold. I like how Evil Dead did that, and I like how other spooky games have done that. So Behemoth, okay. So I like hearing these trade deals too. Behemoth 3800 is trading their Beetlejuice for Jurassic Park Premium and Fall of the Empire Pro, both with all the Stern mods. Yeah, I mean that's a thing. So I was kind of thinking that too. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stream it for 6 months, throw it on Marketplace for an obscene price, and sell it to some whale, and go out shopping for some of those games that I've been holding off on. I haven't. Time will tell. I can tell you that from playing for the last morning and last night, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think this one will stay. But yeah, it is a good time, and I think it's also like, so when games come out that people are just like, ugh, there's other ones. So like, if Pin Maiden is not into Beetlejuice and probably made the right decision and didn't end up following through with that one or buying that one, dude, there's going to be 4 other games coming out this year that are going to all be medium to awesome, right? It is a good time to be in pinball. But anyways, keep the chat rolling. Welcome, you guys. It is Friday night. We're not in a rush to do anything. And I wanted to say sincerely, lots of people have joined and watched in the last day or two. Thank you for the new subscribers and followers. It really helps. It helps life, okay?
Welcome to the other side.
Welcome to the other side.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
The last slam.
How you doing, Ernie? Oh, yeah.
Oh!
What do we got here tonight?
A ball save with a Lassie in Beetlejuice. I'll clip that.
Now say cheese.
Halfway to heaven?
You want to get rid of that
No.
pest once and
How
for
long
all?
is this gonna last?
Oh! Did that just happen? Oh, I got a tilt. No wonder. I deserve that. I literally rocked the machine and caused a Lazarus.
The sandworm's down. Hit it now.
Oh, Adam. What is this?
You know what I mean, Doc. A pinball whale. It's the collect. I mean, I, in a lot of ways, I could be considered a pinball whale, or a poor decision maker, one or the other. Ah,
Number 54, unit 601.
so one thing I can say with this code update, they sped up that bonus. Remember this morning I got a bonus and it was like tick, 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 tick for like 5 minutes. That's the exact same thing actually. It happened in Fall of the Empire. They changed the bonus menu. It was like do 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 do. It was so slow. But anyways.
Damn sandworms, 13%. Well, I better find a job. Let's see, business section.
So Pin Maiden, you make a great point, my friend. Pin Maiden says Barrels finds the best combo of scalps, great layout, bang for your buck. Stern needs to step it up and Spooky needs to tone it down.
Look nice and
I think I like the cut of your jib. You know, you call it as it is. But one thing probably most viewers could agree, as it was said earlier, this does nothing but good for the this hobby. We're gonna get more value from everybody. There's more competition, more players at the table. I don't know if it's gonna do anything for price, but I think it's going to do something for value and initial quality of product too, because all the companies are going to be kind of forced to invest in the resources for the quality, the sculpts, the artwork, the music, the licenses. So I think it will be good for all of us. I think maybe too good, too much stuff to choose from can be a frustrating thing too. I missed it. Okay, the Magna save, ball save, and it worked somewhat. Ah, shiznit. No more Mag save. Dang it.
You spent 125 years on Earth. Actually, in that house, you get only 3
So Doc Imagineer,
sessions with Juno.
maybe it wasn't in a derogatory way, but I mean, every little neighborhood of pinball enthusiasts contains a whale. And the whales are the ones that have a standing order to buy every game, for example, because I know of a couple of those. A standing order to get their number on every game from every company. Those exist. I think the term whale comes from like stock trading, but I didn't mean it in a derogatory way. But and Askar, yeah, I agree.
Beetlejuice, the bio-exorcist, troubled by the living is death of
Well, John, I said also, I haven't experienced any or many brick shots yet.
That's it. There's
And
no
that was
number.
kind of implying that I've experienced a lot of brick shots in some certain games. Yeah, they would be boots. You would be right. You know, big spender, maybe. So there's a guy near me. He had a Harry Potter CE listed for $48,000. This is Canadian dollars, but 48,000. It's no longer listed. Like, I think he sold it. And if you look through his sell history, he's done that with like every CE or LE for a while. So like, I think he's a speculator that buys and then sells to those high rollers or whales. Deep Pockets is part of it.
Beetlejuice, the bio-exorcist, troubled by the
Okay.
living is death a problem and not
This
the
is fun.
solution.
I love the chat today, guys.
Having difficulty
Let's do this.
adjusting. Call Beetlejuice.
What do we got here?
That's it. There's no number or instructions.
Nothing. The bio-exorcist.
Let's turn. See what shakes loose.
Draw a door.
So here's the other thing too. Like, when I played this at TPF, I didn't experience almost any of the shots that I just had in the last minute. It's so hard to try a game at a show, I'll be honest. I mentioned that this morning, but
Really good.
I thought that was going to be my other tilt warning. Okay, ramp diverter has to lift up. Cheetos. No free game? I'm gonna tell you a funny story.
You're working with a professional here.
Well, it might be funny for. I like to when I really fuck up, I like to share it with the community. So, obviously for live streaming, it's best if you can get the HDMI signal out of the back of the game. You can do it with a camera mounted to the side, like a lot of tournaments do it. But I like to share when I really fuck up, and that's why I'm here. That's what I'm here today for folks. So last night, I'm like, okay, for the live stream this morning, yesterday, I was able to get the video for the viewers last night by putting the HDMI through the thing, and just plugging it into the mini PC, but I couldn't see it. So anyways, and I have this like HDMI splitter that I use in other games. And somehow when I plugged it into the whole thing, I just got no more video. And so not only was there no HDMI going to the little LCD, there was no HDMI coming to the rig. Oh, but also the mini PC wouldn't boot. So something like in its power on self-test, it's going to handshake with the HDMI to the LCD. Anyways, if you're a real tech nerd, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of us are nerds, so I'm speaking the us language. It is the us language. So because it couldn't handshake, the PC wouldn't boot, and then the Warden board that runs all the everything wouldn't boot either. So that was about 3 to 4 hours of sitting in the stool, too tired, underfed, over-caffeinated, adrenaline dumped, trying to figure out why I basically bricked the game. Anyways, so after about 100 different grok prompts and pinside searches and frustration and angst, and going upstairs and asking my wife for sympathy and not getting whatsoever any sympathy, I came down, did a few things, moved a few plugs, and it did the handshake that you needed to do. But I thought that I had done something permanent and I was going to need to like beg for support from Super Pookie. So anyways, it's a funny story because I like sharing when I do stupid things, and just to, you know, I like people to feel that being stupid once in a while is actually not only completely natural, but acceptable. We should have an acceptable amount of failure rate. Dad. Okay, I'm going to hop into another game. Just got reading up in the chat. So Boots, I don't know. I mean, Boots, you're in the United States, aren't you? You're in the USA, aren't you? I'm pretty sure you are. So recently, either Frito or Cheetos brought out those like, they're the flaming hot cheesies or Cheetos, but they're like not orange. They're like natural. Man, those things are good. Those things are good. So like we're in Washington. We have a little trailer in Washington. So my wife brought back like a bunch of like the yummy snacks. What's up? Thank you for the new follow. Thank you for the new followers. Anyways, we always bring back stuff, usually pinball parts. But anyways, she brought back some of these good chips, and they had those natural cheesies. I'm like, man, all you got to do is call Cheetos natural, and I will enjoy more of them. Anyways, let's play some pinball.
Welcome. I'll be overseeing your transition.
Is the game audio? Shoot. I did think of something that I don't love about this game. I'm more of a fan of regular rubber rings, or rubber on the flippers. So that's just a personal thing, but trying to think of
The sandworm's down. Take your shot.
I saw some ghosts.
It's showtime. Attention, keyboard shoppers.
yeah, Documengineer, totally. Fucking hell, triple drain. It's like, you can't feed you the balls fast enough for your draining.
Where'd you go?
I definitely like this mode. It's like fighting Wrath the Relentless, but for some reason a little bit more fun.
That is why I won't do 2 shows a night anymore, babe. I won't do it.
Oh, Adam. What is this?
You don't have an appointment, do you? You'll have
Okay,
to if you don't have
I'm
an
reading that now, Tom. Center scoop appears to quickly light the ball save, so there's a built-in. Okay, cool. This is good to know.
Wow, come on down, sleeping boat. Look out for that fleeting bow.
Shoot the targets to start a sandwich.
That center scoop is like, it's easy to hit when you don't need to, and hard to hit when you do need to. All right. I like this right now. Okay, nothing's counting down, but this is like obvious fun over here, obvious fun over here, and I might have let it time out, but like obvious fun back there, obvious fun at the Lost Soul. So that's how my brain works. So
Tom.com 888 subscribed to the channel for 6 months.
Start a sandwich.
Tom, thank you, my friend. Really appreciate the subs. The subs on the Twitch. Big time, man. Cheers. Okay. Getting up a little bit by bit. Someone said earlier that it isn't often that you get balls into the couch. I haven't started that in the couch multi-ball yet. I assume it's a multi-ball. Locking balls in a couch, I would assume. I've seen it dump the ones I didn't do anything with. So yeah, maybe next game we'll try to get that ramp up more. I still didn't do very much with the captive ball like I said I was going to do. But one thing, like, man, Frenchie got all the ads. After every game, he gets this awesome ad. Good for him. Yeah, so Document Engineer mentioned, says, someone here earlier mentioned Wonderland Amusements. Can I say I'm rather looking forward to seeing how their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles offering will ultimately look and how it will play. So here's the thing. You know, pinball companies have to start somewhere. And a lot of you know with Wonderland Amusements, the people behind it had great success with the arcade one-up stuff, so they've got that on the resume. But also, the guy knows how to create a somewhat unique product and then, you know, test the waters. And he was very open to feedback when it was, you know, he put himself out there bringing Alice to Pinball Expo last year. Oh man, there's a room full of critics. And somewhat prototype machine, one of them, and one was more of production. But, you know, I think I think there is a chance that those they need to make them feel like a professional quality game. I think that when I played it, it did feel just scaled down. It did feel kind of neat, but I wasn't able to have. I think it was like I was having flipper fade or something. But Pixelated says Protocol says they have the Alice machine and enjoy it. It's obviously not a Stern or JJP, but it's still fun and it feels like real pinball. See, you know, I appreciate you providing that firsthand experience, like, because that particular machine is not something that like I was like, oh, I have to have this for my house. But like my little, you know, 440 square foot trailer park model thing that I go to in Washington would be like perfect. You know, put it in. There's a bunkhouse like outside with a queen size bed. I'm like, who needs a desk in here? We'll put a little pinball machine. So I thought it would have been perfect for something like that too. You know, the kids could go over and play in it, and you know, it's not a screen, so it's different. Plus with the Wonderland Amusement titles, they're, you know, the barrier to entry is lower, so it's cheaper to get into it. Now, if you're a pinball enthusiast, it is hard to wrap your head around the feel of anything but wood and power and bright lights and what has always been the shape of pinball. So I think they're not going to tap into that market, the us, one of us. They're not going to tap in. They're not going to tap into the Toms. Tom says, it looks like trash, not to be mean, but it's just compared to anything like a Stern. So what I'm wondering is if they will continue to progress and actually take the hard feedback from the buyers that could, you know, end up buying their whole collection. If let's say they brought out Alice is kind of a test. So like Doc Imagineer said, it'd be interesting to see what Ninja Turtles actually feels like, because I think at Pinball Expo last year, the feedback was expected. You know, it's cute. It looks good. For the price, it makes sense. But when I come to a pinball machine personally, I like to see actual power in the lower end. Like I like a hard shot. I like a play field that sounds like wood. And part of that is the ball, the rollingness, you know, and the size. So I don't know. It'd be interesting. I would love to personally try one out and, you know, get more than that Expo experience. Cause I'm with you. I'm like, I only tried it at Expo. I did an interview with the guy. I forget his name off the top of my head. It's on my YouTube channel, but I interviewed him. And the thing is that can end up being the secret sauce to new pinball companies. If you have a visionary who finds a niche, or a niche in a niche, or a subset like market of a niche, like for example, smaller pinball, smaller arcade games. Well, they did very well with the smaller arcade games, very well. So those individuals can go out and raise money easily. They have a resume to those financial people that are like, oh, I know the world is failing right now and no one wants to go into the stock market. So here, you can buy my little pinball machine business or a part of it. And that's how, you know, the product could become great, but they need to listen to the actual enthusiasts to refine their product, because even like a pinball dad wouldn't, or a pinball grandpa that's been into pinball probably wouldn't buy it for their niece, nephew, granddaughter, because it doesn't meet their standard. Maybe, I don't know. Just reading. The other thing I did feel too, with the Alice game, the code didn't feel like there was much there, but again, it was at a show. It could have been could have been the, you know, preliminary stuff, but. And pixelated, I think you hit on a great point. Pixelated Protocol says, if anything, I hope it brings more people to the hobby, which gets more games made. I think that is something that all the pinball companies need to consider. They should continue along the path of trying to bring out games like Pokemon, like, you know, maybe not Taylor Swift because of the cost of that license, but like something that would be outside of their current target market is, I mean, maybe it's working, but if they want to keep growing and not just have this thing like hourglass out and not exist, they've got to start to target that younger group too. I don't know. Anyways, we all know these things. We talk about these things, but what's up since? So, I downloaded the beta code right before the stream. I think that is the code drop you're talking about. They were going to just make it public. Actually, let's take a look in the menu. So, so this is currently the code I have, which is 0906, which is like a couple of days old. But mine is the, I pulled it off the beta channel on here, which is actually really easy, by the way. You just have to turn your machine into beta tester mode, gives you a few warnings, and then I don't know what's taking it so long. Machine's not connected to that. Yes, it is. Show my Wi-Fi network to the world. It is connected to the internet. Maybe it just like. All right. I'm just trying to show the. Okay, so it's going in here, fetching software list. So yeah, there is a fresh one. I mean, if I get we're downloading it. This is a good thing to do on stream too, because it is, for me, the last code update took like no time at all. So, you know, let's throw on some random background music and just continue to chat. So singing in the stairwell multi-ball is the new main thing, and some light show menu improvements. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I think that is right, Doc, and pixelated. And Tom, I do think it said help me when he opened the menu. I'll be right back. It's like there's someone in the inside of the game, Tom. I might have to power cycle the game, but that just takes a second. Unpacking the file. Yeah, pixelated, that is one of those things that, like, honestly, I don't think we're gonna know unless it leaks. Exact game numbers, like how many actually sold or actually made it. Sometimes things leak out, but yeah, so Sin, that's a great question. So yesterday I was having an issue with what is likely the end of stroke switch on my right flipper. So I adjusted it. It actually wasn't poorly adjusted, but I think the nail on the head might have been that it possibly was either, so someone in the chat this morning mentioned that if the end of stroke switch isn't triggering, it just holds it on, like it just stays on that high voltage pulse or hold. Because when I was chatting with Spooky support, they said if it is what we think it is, it's going to be fixed in the code update. So maybe there was some sort of timing or some sort of implementation of something different. Who knows? But I have not experienced it once with this. I did the code update before the stream an hour ago. That's interesting. So we'll see. I think it corrected it. Now, this happened with, what's up? Thank you for the new follow. I appreciate it. I'm not sure why it isn't reading them out. It's weird. Usually it reads it out. But anyways, yeah, thank you for the new follow, my friend. What there can be too with the end of stroke switch is the software can also have its like almost like end of stroke switch safety. So if it doesn't hit the end of stroke, or if it hits it and flickers, it just reverts into the safety. But I've been told before with another manufacturer that the end of stroke power and how it times can be adjusted in the code, and the user can't change it. This was with ABBA. ABBA by Pinball Brothers had this almost identical issue, which is, I was like, oh, please don't tell me, because I freaking hate adjusting end of stroke switches. I'm getting better at it, but I don't like having to get better at it. Yeah, we did it. Rockhound, we just did an update. So, and so Sin asked, how did the issue present? So at the end of the live stream yesterday, it was just kind of flickering a bit, but then it flickered a lot. And when I tried to make an end of stroke switch adjustment, it got worse. And it turns out that it could have been something else. I don't know. We'll see. Just trying to catch up in the chat. Well, yeah, so Tom says also, Pokemon's old news isn't going to magically make pinball mainstream, but it'll make Mr. Stern some money for sure and get more games made. I think it has potential to be on their line intermittently for a long time. I do. So for example, I mean, I was at Industry Arcade the other day. It is their newest game at Industry, but I actually probably enjoyed playing it the most out of, they have a lot of nice games there. It's just fun. I liked the dopamine rush, of collecting the Pokemon. I don't know what it is. They had a pro model. It was set up quite good. That was the thing too. It was set up real good. It kind of kicked my butt at times, but in the event I do end up purchasing a Pokemon, which is possible, I don't know, I would get the premium because I did like the magnet randomness in the by the Meowth or whatever. I liked that. I do think that is worth the added few bucks. The moving Pikachu and the shaking Pokeball, sure. So you get like 4 added things. You get the little toilet bowl over here, the physical ball lock, the shaky ball in Pokemon we're talking about, the dancing Pikachu, and the magnet under the Meowth. So you get like literally 4 additional mechanisms. That's what it should be between the Pro and the Premium. They got to give you more. Some other games recently have not always done that, in my opinion, but anyways. Rising tide raises all ships, says. Speaking of philosophers, where's Dustin Echo's Pinball is a philosopher.
Welcome to the afterlife.
You know, you look like very accurately too.
You seem pretty quiet. Thank God I didn't die in Italy.
Oh, double reject.
Those targets, we've got a workaround.
Missed it.
Number 54, Union 601. Third on.
That moved up even faster with this little update.
Shoot the left back.
I feel real good about myself, you know what I mean?
Give me a break. I gotta stop fumbling. That's what a Magnasave should do. Should be able to grab the ball and then throw it somewhere useful.
The wedding clothes. The words. Familiar. Start at 5. Right. Ravens die. Chase promise. Spirits drive. The living.
In lanes already. Make it
Oh,
snappy.
isn't it?
Come alive.
I hit it? I think it did.
Barbara?
Fuck. What did I say about brick shots earlier?
Actually, in that house, only 3 plus 1
I was trying to get the fly.
for Junior.
I
You
missed it.
probably haven't even read through the manual completely yet.
I know, Pixelated, this is the thing. It's because earlier I'm like, I haven't had one brick shot yet.
Careful!
You see, if you tell me what you do, I'll tell you why my husband fired.
That's gotta hurt.
Careful!
Got something good for you.
Smash those targets to wake up the world.
Come on.
Like a dead. It's all in the handbook. Keep moving.
Man. No worries. You know where to find us. Doing this. Probably like once or twice a day.
Hope you like Italian. Where'd you go?
That last game went pretty quick, so I'm going to hop right into another one. But Yeah, the snake cam is pretty rad.
Welcome to the afterlife.
Okay, let's go.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, what was that about? So if you let the ball kind of roll up there, it drains it. Sucks.
I'd almost given up after that.
Well, I'm back. I feel real good about myself. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I know, right?
You spent 125 years on Earth. Actually, in that house, you get only 3 Class 1 D90 intercessions with Juno. You probably haven't even read through the manual completely yet.
Okay.
Careful!
You see, if you tell me what you do, I'll tell you why my husband will fire you. Is there an index or something?
Nothing. What's this?
You people know where that's going? Did anyone tell you why are there only 3 sculptures? There were 4 sculptures here. Where's the
Sorry,
4th?
1 second. I'm just
Where's the 4th
reloading
sculpture?
one of my screens.
No, what are you doing?
Beetlejuice, the bio-exorcist. Troubled by the living, is death the problem and not the solution? Unhappy with eternity, having difficulty adjusting? Call Beetlejuice.
Okay, it's hitting reload on something. Sorry, folks.
That's it? There's no number or instructions?
Nothing. Bio-exorcist. I don't get it.
Straight back.
I do actually hate that documentary says, don't you just hate it when a friend comes over to the house during that one visit, GC's your machine? I do. I do hate it, but also don't mind, but it does bother me.
Is there an index or something?
That's gotta help.
I feel real good about myself. You know what I mean?
Nice. Bitch.
Death for the dead.
In the handbook.
See what shakes loose.
I gotta fly. The first time. First one.
Also,
Man, my scores are just like, I don't think it's... did they nerf the scores? Or is it just me sucking? Maybe I'm just sucking.
I don't want to do business with you deadbeats anyway.
This song will throw copyright warnings on YouTube.
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, work, work.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining me on the live stream today, I can see there are a number of you watching on Twitch and YouTube and also the Faceplace and such. So I have just updated the code in this game. I was on a beta version at the beginning of the live stream, and then we just updated about 15 minutes ago to the code that came out today. So I demonstrated that just to show how truly easy it is to update over Wi-Fi with a spooky machine, because some people wonder about that. Was not an issue. You can also do USB updates and stuff, but I do really like how you can just go in the menu and do it. I did not see an auto update option. Maybe that comes later. But just want to share that experience. One thing I would love to see in the code menu too is like Stern Pinball has presets for like extra easy, medium hard, extra hard, all that. And competition mode. I would love to see those presets in the code. Maybe that will be added later, or maybe I just don't know where to look for it, but that would be handy. One of the things I'll do too, if I'm trying to get my family to really love a game, I'll switch it to extra easy preset and then change it to medium after. I almost never play my games on hard because I actually like to enjoy pinball. But I would love to see presets in the menu. That would be sweet. Yeah, so far so good with this game. It looks pretty. Some of my side quests this weekend, I will be putting the huge Beetlejuice head topper on. I just need to decide where to put it in the room, because once the topper's on, it won't make it under this like beam. So I got to decide, is it going to be on that side of the room or this side? I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, let's play some pinball. This channel too, if you just stumbled across it, is the Grownup adjacent channel. And my name is Aaron. Thank you for joining us this fine Friday afternoon. At least that's when this was live. You may see it later.
How you doing, Ernie? Hiya.
Make things any easier.
Geographical and temporal perimeters. Functional perimeters vary from manifestation to manifestation.
Number 54,
That's very frustrating. It must have been just outside the ball save timer. Keep missing the skill shot.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Here we go.
It's cute, Julia.
So the flippers dance, as you guys may or may not have known or seen. Well, this mode is fun and annoying at the same time.
You spent 125 years on Earth. Actually, in that house, really. Only 3 class 1 midnight sessions for June. You probably haven't even read through the manual yet.
Okay.
Careful.
You see, if you tell me what you do, I'll tell you why my husband will fire you.
That's gotta hurt.
The skill shots. Oh!
What do we got here tonight?
That's the Lost Souls room.
All right, finally got one on the couch. I don't know what you need to do to open that couch ramp, though. That's one thing I've got to learn about. Because it just does that normally.
That's death for the dead. So out of the handle. Keep moving.
No extra balls. Sucky bonus. I like this. I like this, but I would love it if they added one or two, right? Because I end up having some short games. This is the thing, Doc. I don't know how to get more on the couch. I got to read about how do I open that ramp. I probably just spam that ramp and then it eventually opens up. But there's got to be a way. Somewhere it probably says, this will open the couch. Who knows? It's funny, much like playing Fall of the Empire. Like, if I'm not careful, I end up honestly, like subconsciously not focusing on an area. In Fall of the Empire, that's the Death Star, because I know the Death Star had reject issues and stuff, so I would focus on everywhere else. Well, because I know that the shot from that Juno scoop at the back can be a little treacherous, I've been kind of aiming for other stuff, but I've been missing out on all the action and mode starting and stuff that's back there, so I'll work on that.
Welcome to the other side.
Ooh la la, what do we got here? The maintenance, huh?
What the heck? I feel real good about myself, you know what I mean?
What am I supposed to do with that? Man, all the scoops are like pretty treacherous, aren't they?
Wait, what do you want to know?
I mean, I knew this yesterday. I'm just commenting, but shit.
Number 54, unit 601. Turned on.
Maybe I should have had something a little more caffeinated. Made myself some bubbly water, but
Damn sandworms, 13%. Well, I better find a job. Let's see, business section. Yeah. Ooh la la, what do we got here? The maintenance, huh?
I'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys.
Couple. Look nice and stupid too. Damn sandworms, 13%. Well, I better find a job. Let's see, business section. Yeah. Ooh la la, what do we got here? The maintenance, huh? Cute couple. Look nice and stupid too. Damn sandworms, 13%. Well, I better find a job. Let's see, business section. Yeah. Ooh la la, what do we got here? The maintenance, huh? Cute couple. Look nice and stupid too. Damn sandworms, 13%. Well, I better find a job. Let's see, business section. Yeah. got here? The Maitlands, huh? Cute couple. Look nice and stupid, too. Well, I better find a job. Let's see, business section. Yeah. Ooh la la, what do we got here? The Maitlands, huh? Cute couple. Look nice and stupid, too. Well, I better find a job. Let's see, business section. Yeah. Ooh la la, what do we got
We
here?
have a
The
pintastic
Maitlands,
connection.
huh? Cute couple.
I
Nice and stupid, too.
I went and I did what I was told, because you know what? I do what I'm told, so I don't get the beatings. Yeah. She was right. Once the patio furniture gets wet, you know, you put the cover on, but it's gonna go like moldy and stuff, so. Anyways.
Well, I better find a job. Let's see, business section.
We have to go through with this.
What do we got here tonight, kids?
Choose the targets to start a sandworm incident.
You spent 125 years on Earth. Actually, in that house, you did only 3 class 1 P90 intercessions with Juno. You probably haven't even read through the manual completely yet.
There we go. Finally got a skill shot. It's been a while.
I'll tell you why my husband first. Oh no, I didn't do
Bust through those targets. We've got a worm to wrangle.
Missed. I don't know. I'm telling you, that Magna save's been working pretty well, actually.
breakfast orange.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
What's your name?
Charades.
I can't tell you.
Two words. First word.
Ah.
2 syllables.
When the dead.
So learn the handbook. Keep moving.
Man,
Also,
getting to know the shots in a new to me game it's taking a while. At least the flippers aren't a problem today. That's nice.
You're working with a professional here!
I'm going to focus on the Dante's Inferno shot more. I've been not focusing on it as much, and it's a valuable shot. Mode starting. I'm going to try to do a little bit more of that. And yeah, I keep going. I do look forward to tonight when I'm on the couch. I'm going to study the rules and strategy as they exist out there for this game. So I can hopefully have a few deeper sessions with Beetlejuice. Plus, I don't know if I'll do it tonight. I'm going to put the topper on. Put the topper on with my assistant. I don't know. I have a feeling that part of the reason why I want to have my daughter help me put the topper on, because like sometimes she's like unreasonably afraid of stuff. And I feel like if there ever were a thing for my daughter to be unreasonably afraid of, it's the spooky topper. In fact, this may impact long-term where we keep this game. Like, I don't know. I'll gauge how she is with it. Because she might not even want to walk by this room if it's like staring at her. I'm sure she'll outgrow that, but you know. We'll try to like, just dose the amount of trauma we intentionally exposed her to. Okay, let's play some more. Let's play some more Beetlejuice.
The other side.
I have so many fun projects in pinball to do this weekend. I don't know, do you guys ever do that? I was at my friend Henry, Dustin Echoes Pinball's house, and under his machines he had his mods, like piles of mods for each, when he had time to put them in. I gotta put the topper on, I gotta put some side powder coating on Jurassic Park. I gotta build a Jurassic Park topper. I've got all the lights and the base and the dinosaur, and I'm gonna build the light box. All these fun pinball things to do, just not enough time. Okay, this one I've got, I think, hold the button.
Don't worry, I locked the door.
Are you sure?
Press the action button.
Having trouble with a limit? You're trying to have your whole plate violated? You want to get rid of this once and for all? Well, come on down to see me, folks. Let me out now, please.
Fuck off.
Come on down here, and I want to tell you, I'll do anything. I'll scare them real bad. I'm going to do anything to get your business. Now, I'll possess myself if I gotta.
Number 54, Miss 601.
Not much bonus there. All right, let's go.
Shoot the left side.
Well, I'm real good about myself. You know what I mean?
Knock 3 times.
Money, no ways. Stop.
Are we halfway to heaven? Hell? How long is this gonna last?
Careful.
Clear.
Just a minute, Max. Listen, whenever they talk about business. Hey, I gotta go. You take it.
So like right now, if you guys have played Evil Dead,
Max,
it's
wait.
obvious. Hit some of these big orange shots. If you like nudging, there's lots of that to do.
So corny. Is this what we've been reduced to, sheets?
Think of it as get shrub.
Sexual proposals. Guys gonna do that weird sexual stuff. Do it in your own bedroom.
And this mode, keep in mind, is supposed to be dark. It's not because of my lighting. But...
Only 3 class 1 day night sessions for June. You probably haven't even read through the manual.
They sped up that counting. 420,000. I don't remember tilting. Did I tilt? Tilt. Unplug that fucking thing.
Careful. You see, if you tell me what you do, I'll tell you why my husband will fire you.
Is there an index or something?
Nothing.
It's gotta hurt.
What do we got here tonight?
Oh, the couch. I didn't notice the couch was open again. I don't think I can backhand that.
Beetlejuice.
That's death for the dead.
What's wrong with the handbook? Keep moving.
Also,
I don't want to do business with you deadbeats anyway. Thank you.
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora, work your body line.
Well, I feel like I'm hitting that Polaroid camera the most out of anything. I really want them, I'm going to suggest it to them. They probably already thought about it. But when you hit the sandworm sand, it should make some sort of sound like a douche, you know, like if you threw a rock into some sand, right? Because right now it just kind of rattles like when you hit the tank in Galactic Tank Force. I hope they code in more sound to that. Even hitting the camera too, it could be like, ba-choo. I don't know. Maybe it's like hard to do that, but. I was looking around for a second at like, okay, what mods could people add to this game? Adding any mods would actually probably look a little bit silly. It already has all the mods. I was gonna say maybe this little like coffin thing over here that says "Say my name" 3 times. Maybe that. It is kind of cool how the menu and instructions are right here on the menu. Or the LCD.
The start button's right there, genius. Use it.
It's like Stewie Griffin adjacent.
Welcome. I'll be overseeing your transition.
All right, Mario.
sandworm.
Not 3 times.
Shoot. Yes. Okay. So you can't quit losing balls early. No. Is that a ball save? All right. We put a ball on the couch. All right. Waiting room. Oh, do we put 2 in the couch? Oh, is the waiting room just open right now? All right, well, that's going to be the priority. So I don't think it's supposed to do what it just did. All right, we smashed it into the sandworm's mouth. There we go. The last couple times coming out of the scoop, it kind of rejected. I think it like hit the wire form a bit. Oh, did not mean to go there, but
Beetlejuice.
see? Oh, it's gonna dead bounce a little better. The one that's like, yeah, maybe.
But Barbara, I think we have to go through with this.
Okay, wasting my magnet save.
Smash those targets to wake up the world.
And I got a warning. I gotta stop getting the freaking warnings. That was right in the mouth, the sandworm. Why is it not giving me more points for that? Fuck.
He's been 125 years on
I'm behind the ball a little bit.
Only 3 Class 1D90 intercessions with Junior. You probably haven't even read through the manual completely yet.
Which sucks because I've got 2 balls locked on the couch. Now I have to knock. I have to get back into the back corner, knock at the waiting room again to open the waiting room ramp. Okay, it's making sense at least.
Is there an index or something?
Nothing.
Yeah,
What's this?
missed it.
Shoot the spinner!
Oh, one of the balls is stuck on the couch, or is it up there again?
I am Venom, and you are mine.
There we go. Finally hit the handbook. Finally hit that center scoop again.
Shoot the judo scoop for a super jackpot.
I can do that. Off.
That's death for the dead.
So all in the handle.
I wish I earned a ball save, but I didn't hear one happening. Yay. What's up, Wonderland? Welcome into 4th place. I'm even more annoyed now that my 168 from this morning or whatever it was, like, timed out and called it Lydia. I'm now more mad. Yeah, so that 128, I got that this morning, but I didn't label it fast enough. Oh well, motivation to get it going again. I just hope with the code update that I downloaded it didn't like nerf it, so I'm just gonna take a long time to get it. I feel like the amount that I'm gonna stream this over the next while, I'll get it. I do feel somewhat in a groove right now, so keep going. Actually, I heard footsteps upstairs. I will just check and make sure there's not like dinner waiting for me. I'm gonna breathe for a sec. So it did come with a Wonderland. It did come with a topper, the flat plastic one that is actually pretty cool. But no, I took that one off, and I'm gonna put on the big topper that I did buy. It came with it, or I added it, but I don't have it on there yet. It's sitting in a box right over here. So. What's up, RLM Amusements? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the follow. As I rest my feet are getting pretty sore. If I knew I was going to stream this so much today, I probably should have like not hopped on the elliptical this morning. Yeah, so here, turn this off. So RLM Amusements, I was going to say, I do even like somewhat feel bad live streaming it because it was sort of a harder to obtain title. But at the same time, if some people are like, well, I really want to know if it's one I want to pull a trigger and chase on pinside, pay the premium, or, you know, also for the viewers out there that have a deposit, my live stream might help them decide if they want to keep it or not, or they want to sell it, or they want to, you know, sell it for a lot. Who knows? But I did a code update today. I don't think I got into that mode yet, though, but I did finally start the waiting room multi-ball, which was kind of cool. That's where you knock 3 times, and it opens the ramp over here. And then the 3 balls get locked on the couch, and then it dumps them and you do multi-ball stuff. And a couple times I've started like three different multi-balls. I thought Seance multi-ball, the Sandworm multi-ball, the what am I thinking of? The Seance multiple? I think I said that one. Anyways. Well, yeah, so Wonderland says they know a guy in the Twin Cities that made $3K selling theirs. So this is the thing, too. Like earlier in the stream today, there was a person, I think it was Pin Maiden, they said they're like, I'm glad I sold mine. Well, that's the thing, too. Like some people, the financial upside, if that's better for your household, like all the power to you. There was even part of me too where I'm like, shit, I'm kind of overextended right now. I could probably like offload my Beetlejuice spot at the time. I was thinking my Beetlejuice spot and buy like 2 pros. And imagine you like offloaded your Beetlejuice spot, bought 2 pros, put them on location, and now you've got like a side hustle. So there's that. Like, I never fault people that, you know, you got to think of all the choices and all the ins and outs of things when you make a big decision, but well, that's the thing, Wonderland 2. I got in more than that many months before it was announced. Immediately after Evil Dead was like not available from my distributor, so like their allotment was sold out. I'm like, you know what? No matter what the next title is, I don't know if you do lists, and I want to be the first on your list. Just put me on there. I will pay a deposit now. And at Nitro Pinball, they're like, well, don't worry about it. You know, you live stream with our logo on it. You're good. Just, we'll hold a spot. Anyways, as the months go by, I'm like, hey man, can I like put a deposit to make sure I get a fucking game? And he's like, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're on the list. You're first in the door. Second, I'm on the list, whatever the list was. And, but then I'm getting a little nervous when people are starting to get delivery on their machines. And, anyways, so I got my game. I paid, full retail. And, maybe after playing it for a month, I might make that decision that, this was a fun thing to try out, but maybe I do want to sell it for, similar to what I paid for it, and then, or more, and then go and invest in some other machine, or just, not have something. I don't know. I'm not a collector per se. Do you know what I mean? Like, some people are like, well, the whole purpose of Pokemon was to collect it, the LE, and have one of 500,000, whatever it was. I don't know. I'm not. I made kind of the decision after Star Wars that I don't want to necessarily be an LE collector. I absolutely love the process of, for my home environment, upgrading the games myself. So like making my own LE where the color's what I want. Do you know what I mean? So like Star Wars Fall of the Empire, I bought the LE because it was coming out first. Where I was with my channel at the time, I had to have the new in box, and I guess I've changed. But I think for future games, unless it's one, I have a few titles that I've talked about on Livestream before, but like, Airwolf. Even though it's kind of cheesy to some people, like I would love that title. I'd probably get the LE if it was a Stern, but or even like we talked about music pins. If they brought out one of the good bands from the 90s, like, Tool or A Perfect Circle, or even like Green Day, where the theme was really well integrated and the music was there, I would definitely probably get an LE of one of those. But for now, I think in my future journey, I'll probably purchase premium machines and then upgrade them to taste. Like for my Jurassic Park, I know Jurassic Park's going to stay here for a long time because I love the game. I love Elwyn, and it was my favorite one to play on location. So I got powder coat done that's like a metallic brown that matches. It really matches the dinosaurs on the side and the trees. I think it's going to look good. Some people might think it looks like, metallic poo. Well, you know what? It's in my house. And I'll probably save some side armor or metal pieces in case I need to change something back. But what's up, Ghidra? Welcome in, Tom. Yeah, so I do like Beetlejuice so far. I'm not finding it easy. I'm finding it to be challenging. There's quite a few things in this area where the ball will be a little bit unpredictable. So I like the challenge so far. And I do like, I have said it before, I like long shots where you're hitting a shot and it's going for a long ride and finding a destination. So there's a couple of those in this game. When the waiting room shot lifts up, it goes around the back and it sneaks and lands on the couch. I think that's rad. But when it's not lit, it goes up, scoops, and comes and feeds back the in lane over here by the car in the garage, or the car in the bridge. And the Dante's Inferno shot is quite easy. You can backhand it. It's nice in your face. It rolls a spinner thing that triggers some video every time. I like that. And I also really like whichever shot it is. I think it's this shot here. The Beetlejuice shot. It comes all the way around and feeds the left flipper. So I do really like that as well. Deranger, welcome to the stream as well today. And Dragon as well. Deranger asks, what of your games do you have the most plays on? I'm pretty sure the game with the most plays is Foo Fighters, because I believe it was my second game I bought, and it's probably not the game I'm the best at, but it's probably the game with the most. That is cool. Or that is a good question. I will check. I will look into that. I'm pretty sure it's Foo Fighters though, because it's been here for quite a while, and I love it. But I could be wrong. I know there was a period of time where I was like, I did not want to. There was a time where Godzilla 70th was like, all right, we're not making any more of these. I just like, it's past now, but I had that mindset of like, I don't want to put too many games on Godzilla 70th. That is completely past. It's probably my favorite game right now. What game do you most rage play? Or what game, Wonderland asks, what game do you most rage play? You mean game that causes rage the most? Honestly, it would be probably Dungeons and Dragons probably causes the most rage. And it used to be Star Wars Fall of the Empire, because it has some challenging bricks that were upsetting, but after some time getting better and better at it, I actually find that Jaws is also rage inducing because of the straight down the middles that can happen. The slow straight down the middles, those are the most depressing. Johnny Button says he knows for a fact that John Wick has more plays on the audit. It probably does. It could be John Wick, because John Wick is one of my favorite games purely because of the theme integration. Like, I love the theme. So sometimes when I come down late at night, usually the game I'll play is Terminator 2, Williams. Judgment Day. That is the game I come down and play before bed quite often, if I just need to like clear my head. Godzilla probably overall is my favorite game in the room, I would say, probably. I have a hell of a fun time playing that game. But we're here watching Spooky's Beetlejuice. I really do like this game so far. I was a little bit frustrated because I caused myself some issues getting the video signal out, and then I caused more issues with the flipper. Or no, it had a flipper issue that I think is gone now. I haven't seen it happen today, but Wonderland asked, tilt bob or no tilt bob? All my games do have a tilt bob in them. Yes, all of them do. How are my tilt bobs set? Would be I don't know, not too tight. Like this one, I've tilted out my bonus probably like 6 or 8 times today, but no, Doc Imagineer, I will not be moving into another house, but I do have a space here that logically, like this. Why do I do this? Yeah, you guys can't see shit over there. Anyways, the way my ISO is set up on here. I do have space for a couple more machines in here, but yeah, I don't know. If a game had to leave, I totally don't know what I would choose, to be honest.
The start button's right there, genius. Use it.
Yeah, Wonderland. The problem is, even when I have my tilt bob as loose as I do here, I'll go and just, when I'm on location, if I'm playing in a tournament or a league or anything, I I nudge way too much. I shake. This is pretty common amount of nudging for me. And when I try to do that in a tournament, it's just doesn't work out well. But I usually calibrate. I'll play a game in warm up and try to find all the tilt bobs where they're at. But
We've got to work.
the other thing, it is nice to be able to just tap the flippers however they have them set up. You can just kind of do it. Oh, pfft.
All in the handbook.
Tap the flippers a little bit. Have it go boink. Well, there are certain games, right, where
Everything seems to me pretty much bad.
the callouts are so critical. I mean, the thing is, tournament players learn to read the playfield, and I mean, like Geedra, you're a tournament player, league player, tournament player. A lot of the time, those callouts, they get used to not relying on the callouts, but as far as like enjoyment goes, the callouts are fun in any game. Even like, you know, Guardians, Iron Man, any of those games, the callouts are fun, even when they're kind of telling you what to do, but telling you what to shoot next and all of that stuff. So during the stream today, we updated to their latest release code. And I'm glad they made it public today. When I was messaging them early this morning Pacific time, they said, oh, it's coming out this weekend or something. I'm like, okay. But they pushed it out right away, or today. Maybe there's another one coming out, but anyways, so I turned on beta mode, but also they actually put it in the public one as well. So I also started the stream talking about a huge shout out and props to the people in Spooky Pinball's support. Last night, late at night, I was tinkering with the end of stroke switch on my right flipper. Kind of got it dialed in, but it still wasn't perfect. And sent an email to them, let them know, hey, I want to play this in the morning. Here's my issue. It's intermittent, but it's, you know, doesn't look good. And anyways, when I woke up, they had already replied. So obviously they read all their support tickets very quickly. So I like to call out, you know, praise where praise is due. So shout out to the Spooky team for being, you know, on top of their stuff. Yeah, attention Kmart shoppers. There's a blue light special in. I used to ride my bike. I used to ride my bike to the Kmart and go to the shareware section and buy shareware floppies. I remember they were $5. And I bought Wolfenstein 3D, the floppy, rode it on my bike back to work and plugged it into one of the PCs at my I used to go to work with my parents as a child. But, anyways, story time. I was really looking forward to going to Pintastic. I might go another year. It's just I had some like a lot of travel recently, but Derek and who's going? Derek, Michael, and John from Stern were going. Derek messaged me. I would have liked to hang out with those dudes, but next time. MGC is coming out too. There's lots of cool shows. I think the next show that I'm going to go to is the Northwest Pinball Expo. If you guys are anywhere near the Northwest Expo, it is definitely worth going to. There's a great, huge tournament. But also the Northwest Expo has, don't want to knock other expos I've been to. It has the best games. It has so many games that local collectives and communities, collectives and arcades and collectors bring to that show. Yeah, when is NW? It's the Northwest Pinball and Arcade Show. It's in, I think, Tacoma, Washington. And anyways, it's a fun time. I remember spending the day in there and then going in after dinner. It's not a party like Houston Expo. No, that is a party. That's a nightclub the whole time, which is cool. Definitely a lot of fun. But I would have liked to go to Pintastic because I did get, some people that were going. It sounded fun. I think NWPAS is in like June, I want to say, but I'm not sure exactly. But you know what? I'm going to wrap up and go eat dinner. And I will, if you guys want to come and see some more of this, I'm going to study the rules a little bit tonight, or the walkthroughs that people have done. I don't know. There's not much yet because not a lot of arcades have this. A few do, but I want to learn how to prioritize like where the big points are. So I'm going to do a bit of that from the couch tonight, have some family time, maybe put this topper on with my daughter. Toppers are pretty easy to put on, but yeah, Tom, I will watch the flipping out one. I mainly just want to know like what to focus on because I mean, the sandworm's always there. You can always start the sandworm modes. But like any game, there's going to be one or two areas that bring either the most fun modes or the most points. So I want to get my GC in there. Lydia, the fake character, has the GC right now. I got to beat that. I'll beat it tomorrow. On stream. But yeah. I'm gonna see if there's any allies to raid out to, but sincerely thank you to any of the new followers of the channel today, or the new subscribers too, the resubs. Tom, thank you so much. Resubs, re-ups, and such. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe and buttons. And I'm to go to NPC. Yeah, so Gidra, I'll check that out. And on tilt, you mean? I think you're talking about at Ace. Usually Andrew does it with on tilt. I think that's what you're talking about. I'm gonna find a vinyl records channel to raid out to. All right, I'm going to raid out to Matt at Pinballs, another cool dude, awesome player, friend of the channel. But like what I like to do is at the end of any of my streams, always thank everyone for coming. I mean it sincerely. If you ever want to just throw on some pinball, I'm doing this pretty much twice a day. You guys know that by now. Kind of in the morning and afternoon Pacific time, before work and after work. and sometimes different on the weekends, but I do try to stream quite a bit. And if you just want to put on some pinball in the background, check out my VODs on Twitch. So watching the VODs helps my, you know, algorithm, discoverability, all the ads and all that. So I appreciate the time you guys spend on the channel. I know you have choices in your selection of airlines. Thank you for being a Star Alliance member, and consider buying my credit card. But yeah, have a good night, guys and gals and folks and aliens, all of you. I do, when I say I appreciate you, I do sincerely mean it. I'm gonna go find the couch. My feet told me I did this for about 40 minutes too long, but it smells so good in the house too. I don't know what's cooking up there, but I will catch you on the next one, and thank you. I'm gonna raid to our buddy here. I hope he's not just leaving. No, he's still playing. He just did something awesome. He did one of these, so I don't know. There we go.
At least we can play Deathly Hollows after this. Dancing only happens for Pigmon. We don't have a Pigmon right now, Irish Luck. What's up, Grownup Adjacent? How's Beetlejuice treating ya? Beetlegeist. Oh, you turd. This has been like the most horrific tech stream ever. My chat box was all messed up. I saw you gluing feet on somebody on your YouTube short.
Who were traveling along a lonely, winding road at twilight.
Shoot red shots to collect one. Three shots to go.
Heck yeah.
Resurrection stone collected.
Nice.
In time, the brothers reached a river too treacherous to pass.
Oh, nice. Glad that was a quick fix.